All right, we'll do a little follow-up recording to the Simon Says video. The question was, could you modify this to work with keystrokes instead of having to step on the thing? And I think that's not going to be too hard. So over here, we've got our Simon Says. Oh, look, my video's lagging again. Fantastic. What a great upgrade Raptor Core is. All right. And so right now what we have is we run over here and it will light up and we have to physically walk over the different things. The question was, could you make it? Oh yeah, we have a 6. We have a 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. I'm glad I was paying attention to that. Okay, so we could have it light up and then have the user just enter keys instead of having to physically walk over it. The good news is we don't actually have to change anything on the game side. Instead, what we're going to do is when you have that, that's one of the nice things about a function like this is that it could just be called from anywhere. So the person stepped on a button function could be called by the third player blueprint, and you can make it. You can make your own custom events for, what did you say, HJKL, something like that. You can have those correspond to red, green, blue, and yellow. And so the only thing that's actually difficult about that is just linking the player to the Simon Says game blueprint. And so the Simon Says game blueprint is this whole thing here. And we've only got one in the game right now, so we could probably cheese it a little bit. If we want to do it right, if you want to have multiple of these things in different places where there's like lighted patterns, you like have to punch in the things correctly. Maybe we'll do it the right way. Let's do it the right way. Okay. The kind of cheating way is when the player spawns in, you search the world for the one Simon Says game BP and you save it, right? But if you wanted to work with multiple ones, then we can do this. We'll go into third person character and we can make a new variable called Simon Says game we're in right now. And this is going to be of type not Sam. Sorry, Sam. Simon Says game BP. Not that's the individual square. That's the game. Okay. Look at that object reference, and we can make it public so that other people can edit us, which we're going to want to do. And what we're going to do is when we walk into the Simon Says game, we're going to have the Simon Says game set itself on the player. So we're going to modify event graph. We're going to move over here to begin overlap. And so after begin overlap. Yeah, right now we're not checking to see if it's a player. So if we like shoot through this, it's actually going to turn the game on, which is not good. Yeah, so we should probably have not done that just yet. We should have done a cast to third person character and hook that up. And only if it's a player should we start the game. Right now, if you fire a ball through it, it's probably going to start the game, which it's not good. Okay. So if it's not a player, we won't do anything. Okay. So when the person walks in, what we're going to do is we're going to get a reference to self. And we got the player here, and the player we're going to drag out, and we're going to set their Simon Says game on it. And it's going to be us. Okay. And then we're just going to hook this in here, wire everything up, and good to go. So what this is going to do is when the player walks into the zone here, the zone is going to set itself as the Simon Says target. Because what we're going to do is on the player, we're going to create custom keybinds for H, J, K, and L that correspond to yellow, green, red, and blue, whatever order, I don't know. And when we hit that, we're going to send a message over to the Simon Says game that the player hit red or whatever. So this is how we're going to link them together. There's different ways you can do this, but this seems like a pretty good way. And so when the person walks over there, we set it, and then once they leave, we should like invalidate it or something, probably. I don't know. now we're going to have to handle like the case of like, what if somebody enters red when they're not in the zone, right? Right now that can't happen, right? The only time they can step on the red square is when they're in the zone. But if we're going to have a keybind for H, then we're going to have to set a variable like they're in the zone or something. A couple different ways we can do this. Maybe maybe we'll just set a Boolean. That might be the easiest way. So maybe we'll just set a little variable saying you're in the zone. Okay. So I'm not sure I'd actually do it this way, but like in the zone. There. So in the zone is going to be a Boolean, and it's going to default to false. Good. And so basically, what I'm worried about is that you're going to hit like red, green, blue, and it's going to be trying to play Simon Says when you're not in the Simon Says zone. So I want those things like basically disabled when you're not in the zone. Set a variable to playing Simon. Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Yeah. Great minds think alike. So let's come over here, and if they begin overlapping, we will set on them in the zone. So set in the zone to be true. And so as long as they are in the zone, that's going to be true. And the key presses will work. And we set ourselves as there. So that way we can have multiple areas. You could walk into a different Simon Says area, and then that one will set itself as the target. And the player will send the keystrokes to that zone instead of the other zone. Okay. And then do we have an end overlap? We do. Okay, so end overlap, clear and invalidate, sometimes it's game over. Okay, and so here we just need to grab the player U, cast to third person, not person game mode, the wrong one, cast to third person character. And so when you leave the zone, then we will set on them, set in the zone to be false. And we don't need to worry about invalidating the reference here because we have the Boolean for that. So should work. Okay. So coming back over to the player here, we've got in the zone, we got Simon Says. So we're going to need to make some new let's go to edit, project setting, input, and we've already got an H for hover, huh? Okay. We've already got WASD, we got an M, we got an F and an H. So I guess we can use like ZB and M maybe. Are those not used anywhere? No, we have an M already, dang it. Letters are important. I know, I just want, maybe IJKL, we'll do that. Okay. So we'll do an action mapping, where'd it go? New action mapping. There it is. Okay, so this one will be like Simon Says red, and this one you just click on that and type I, and then you can make a couple more, and I'll just copy this. I could triple click. Does that not work here? Okay, cool. Whatever. Copy, paste. Simon Says red, yellow, green, and blue. And we'll probably need some sort of on-screen prompt to show the players what to do. We'll need to make a widget or something that will be, shown. Like here are the, shortcuts for it. So we got I, J, K, L. Okay, and we'll save it. And now we've got 4 new events, and we're, oops, that was the wrong one. All right, I'll come back into here. And so now we will make a new comment for like Simon Says, and we're just gonna put all of the new events into there. And so we're gonna do Simon Says, your game has widget showcase. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Red, and then blue, and yellow. Nope. Linear color yellow. Nope, nope, nope. Simon says yellow. Thank you. And green. That. Okay, so when they hit the button, it's going to send it over to the Simon Says game. So first thing we need to do is check to see if we are in the zone. So we're going to get in the zone. Well, we're not going to get in the zone. We're going to get if we're in the zone. And we'll throw this into a branch. And if we are not in the zone, we just don't do anything. If we are in the zone, then we're also going to check to see if our Simon Says game BP is valid. Because we want to make sure that's been set properly. We're going to do a validated get. A little simpler, convert to validated get, same thing basically. And so we will get our Simon Says game. So if that's never been set, and somehow if somehow in the zone is set and Simon Says game is not set, then it'll, give all those error messages. So only if we're in the zone and Simon Says game is valid, like what if it got deleted or something, it's just safer this way. Then we shall send to Simon Says game, what was it called? Person stepped on a button. So person stepped on a button. And this is how you link together different blueprints. So, and we're going to send to them red. Cool. And then we'll just do the same thing for all these. Copy that too. We paste. Get up. Paste. Just irks me when these things don't. Do you see that? It's not. Okay. Whatever. All right. It's fine. And paste. Copies that. And then we just have to make sure we don't have any copy paste errors here. So this is a blue. So this will be blue. This one's yellow. This one will be yellow. This one's green. This one is green. And there we go. So that's going to be the Simon Says game. Okay, so that's how you can modify the Simon Says game. So rather than having to step on a thing, you can have a player enter the keys. And before I get too cocky on this, I should probably verify that it works. And I don't remember, which keys are which. That's what I said. We'll probably need a widget saying press I to do red and things like that. I'm just going to pull up a cheat sheet over here. Input IJKL. I is red, J is yellow, K is green. I'm just going to screenshot this real fast. There. Really should I create a master dialog widget at the very beginning because none of my widgets had the main HUD or uniform, so the prompts at each level are all over the place. Yeah. It's having one place for dialogue to pop up, and maybe you have a portrait spot and a U spot, and then it displays the portraits in a role playing game. Those are all good ideas. They're more obvious oftentimes in retrospect. Okay, so we're in here. Okay, so we got yellow, blue, yellow, blue, red, green. Okay, so yellow, blue, red, green. Okay, so yellow, blue, red, green. And it worked. Sweet. Walk out, walk back in. Let's try getting it wrong this time. Green, yellow, blue, green, green, blue. So green is K, so I'm going to type in I. Uh-oh. It's not hurting me. Try this. Yellow, yellow, red, green, red, red. Okay, so yellow is J, so I'm going to hit I. Now I hit J. then I hit J again, then I'll hit red, then I'll hit green, then I'll hit red, then I'll hit yellow. Yellow's not right. And I'm dead. Okay, perfect. But something's not happening here. Like after we clear it, and we come back in, it's not resetting properly. I wonder. Okay, so walk in here. In the zone is set to be true. We're setting this valid. This should be valid, right? Even if we set it a second time. And then when we leave, in the zone set to false. So I am going to set a breakpoint here and just kind of see if we can figure out why it's not working on the second one. I'm also going to shorten the game. So let's see, sequence, let's see here, colors, where is it? Simon sequence. I'm just going to pull off. A couple of these. I leave. Drop back down to a sequence of 4. Let's make it a little easier to test. Okay. Okay, so lockout should be set. Simon says game should be set to us. That's us or something. And the zone's now true. All right, let's do this. What happened? We broke something. Yellow, red, red, red. Okay. Yellow is J. Red, red, red. So we walk out. Simon says game over. We walk back in. Simon says begin game. Green, yellow, yellow, green. Okay. Green, yellow, yellow, green. Doesn't work. Interesting. Interesting. I wonder if one of these validated gets is not working or something. In the zone, maybe? Let's try that. Set a breakpoint there. And which one was that? This was yellow, which is J on my cheat sheet. Okay. So if I'm over here and if I hit J, oh, because we're not in the zone. Okay, let's come over here. And I hit J. So that's valid. Okay, so that's going to be. Okay, we'll continue. For some reason, setting a breakpoint there like breaks everything. I think the timer doesn't work. All right. All right. Okay, so it's 2 reds, 2 greens. So I-I-K-K. So if I walk out and I walk back in, fortunately I didn't get a yellow because the breakpoint set on yellow. So green, blue, blue, red. Okay, let's try yellow anyway. It's not. Look at that. It's not triggering. Ooh, interesting. It's not even getting here. Set the breakpoint here instead. Okay. Run it. So if I hit J for J, good. There's the breakpoint. Okay. And we're not really handling the case either when, like, if we walk away. in the middle of this. I don't know what will happen there. Okay. I didn't see the sequence. Was it like green or something? Red, green, red. Then I walk away. They come back in, and this should be resetting the Simon Says game. So maybe it's not. Or maybe the input action is being unbound or something. Oh, look at that. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay. So in the zone is false. Look at that. It's false. Should be setting in the zone on them, right? They begin overlapping. They walk in the zone should be set to be true. When they leave, we set it to be false. How is it false? I don't know. It's weird. It's like if we just run it, right? It should be false. Okay. Good. And then we run, and then we come over here. We're now in the zone. It should be true. Good. Okay. And then the thing breaks when you do the breakpoint, unfortunately. If I leave and I hit it, it's now false because I left. And then if I walk back in, oh, what's happening? Okay. So walk in, I walk out. It's false. Okay. Come back in. It's true now. Oh, you know what I bet it is? I wonder if I don't do that. Let's find out. Let's find out if that's the problem or if there's something else that's clearing it. Okay. This is the fun of debugging, right? Especially in a video game when there's asynchronous events happening. It's all part of the fun. And I didn't pay attention to the sequence. Anyone catch that? Red? No. Okay. Yellow, red, yellow, blue. Okay. So yellow. Oh, great. Continue. Yellow. Red. Yellow. Oh, the breakpoint. Wait. Simon says game over. Weird. It said game over when I was still here. Strange. Yeah, see that? Simon says game over. Something strange is happening. Because we're not ending overlap. I wonder if the breakpoint's screwing it up or something. Because the only time this should get called is if we leave, and we're not leaving. So, I don't know what's going on here. Looks like it's screwing up the timers too when we do the breakpoint. So maybe we should just use print string to debug it. Does the timer lead to game over? Oh, it should. It doesn't, but it should. Right? So, what was that? Red? No. Blue, yellow. No. Red? Green? Yeah. Yellow. Red. So now we walk away. Game over. Walk back in. Yellow, green, blue, blue. Green, blue, blue. Yeah, my guess is this thing is... Oh, you know what it is? Yeah, I know what it is. It's the order of operations of these things. Because this is actually getting called by this code up here. Right. And so we need to set in the zone false here before that set in the zone to be false. And then we will call you. So that if you come here via this means, and this gets set to be false after the sequence is finished, then it doesn't clear in the zone. So that should be it. Okay. So one more test. Yellow, green, yellow, green. Okay, that's easy enough. Simon says, ooh, infinite loop. Ooh. I think I didn't unwire the thing properly. Yeah. Yep, that one. Yeah. There. Did not. It was hidden by the fact that it's all on the same line. So and that should be hooked up to here too as well. So there we go. There we go. Okay, everything should be fine now. Yellow, 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 red. Okay. Yellow, yellow, yellow. And I'm going to hit the key. You can do either. Walk away. Come back. Blue, yellow, blue, green. So there's that little normal map we put on there last time. Yeah, so there you go. So there is Simon Says Part 3, keyword input. Basically, we're reusing that same interface we had from before. So because we have a function called person stepped on a button, it's not very tightly linked to the fact somebody actually has to step on a button, despite the name of the function. We could probably pick a better name now because you can enter it from the keyboard and not just from stepping on a button. But when you have functions like that, it decouples the two parts, right? So the input can now come from anywhere. It can come from a person stepping on a button or from hitting a key. And what we're doing is just basically creating keybinds for everything. And when they press the K key, then it does the green, and we check to make sure we're in the zone, so we don't send events when we're not in the game, right? There's a little bit of safety checking here. We're just making sure that the person is in the zone, and we're also making sure that the Simon Says zone has been set properly. This is maybe a little bit of overkill because it shouldn't ever not be set when this is set, but it makes me feel safer with it being there. You don't have to if you don't want it. And then we're going to get the game, and then we just pass in which color is associated with that key. So the red key passes red, the blue key passes blue. Always just double check for copy paste errors, and good to go. So that'll bring this video to an end.